If you found this reading today, trust that there may be a message here for you. This is the full weekly tarot reading for thinkers, feelers, doers, and builders.
Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm a tarot card reader and a spiritual counselor. And each week, I share intuitive messages to help you reconnect with your own inner guidance. You know, in my work with clients, I have discovered that people tend to process life and move through life in four different ways. As thinkers, feelers, doers, and builders. And if you'd like to discover what your dominant type is, you can take the free quiz that's linked in the description. Each of these ways of moving through life also connects with one of the four suits in the tarot deck. Thinkers resonate with the swords, feelers with the cups, doers with the wands, and builders with the pentacles. Most of us naturally lean toward one of these, although we have all four within us. So sometimes you'll lean into your dominant type, and other weeks you may be resonating more with a type that is not your dominant type. So feel free to listen to whatever reading seems to meet you where you are. And if you're curious which one tends to be your starting place, once again, I shared a short quiz in this description so that you can take it. Let's take a look at the cards for the week, because the message that comes through may not be what you expect, or you may be already feeling it, and this is just your affirmation. So I'm going to move through each of the four types. Let's begin with the thinkers, people who tend to process life through the mind. So this week is really about, feels like there's the completing of a cycle. There is this feeling of you've come a long way in making decisions for all four suits. You've come a long way in making decisions, and you're finally seeing the result of that. You can see the finish line. So you're at that point in the race where you can actually see the finish line, and you're kind of going back and looking at everything that you have done and accomplished up to this point. So for my thinkers in regards to that, it's about realizing that you can let go of continuing to look to the past for information, looking to the past and thinking that the past is going to present itself, because it's not going to this week. You're not going to be defeated. I don't see that. I see that as long as you take one step forward and you keep taking one step forward toward that finish line, you're going to cross it and you're going to be happy with the results. It is showing that it's taken a lot of patience for you. And right now, what you're experiencing is you're being asked to look at a lesson that keeps recurring that you may be ignoring. So just kind of reflect on that. Is there something that keeps repeating itself in this situation as I'm about to reach the finish line that I'm not paying attention to, that could use some of my attention? How am I learning from this instead of repeating the same pattern? And it is showing that you're doing a great job, because once you cross the finish line, you will be happy with the results. But rest assured, you'll have an idea and already start thinking about your next project. Now let's take a look at the message for the feelers in regards to this. People who tend to move through life through their heart or through their emotions. So my feelers, as you're nearing that finish line with a project or with something, celebrate. Create that celebration. Take that time to enjoy connecting with the people around you, to be grateful for everyone that's supported you and for the support that's shown up. Celebrate the small wins as well as the big win that you can see up ahead at that finish line, because it's been well worth it. I do feel like you've had to kind of do a lot of reflection and a lot of looking at your emotional patterns this past month. But it is saying that if you reflect on the emotions that are triggered, it's going to give you a big, big insight into yourself and into a pattern you've been following. And once you recognize that, it's actually going to add some pep to your step, and you're going to be able to cross that finish line quicker and more confidently than you have in the past. If you're going to be experiencing the lift from it instead of just giving it a label and moving on, you're actually going to experience the feeling. You're not going to be giving it lip service. That's the word I was looking for. All right. Next, we're going to talk about the doers, people who tend to move through life through action and momentum. As you're getting toward that finish line, it's really important for you to look at what's worked along the way, and to look at and to really recognize that for you, it's something you're already very familiar with doing. You don't have to reinvent the wheel to get across the finish line. It's already something that you've incorporated or something that you've put into play. You kind of just have to dust it off and bring it back to the forefront. And that's what's going to help you cross that finish line. It does show that that's going to feel more peaceful. You have really from this learned a process that, when followed, will be successful for your next project. In this case, you've made all the right moves and you've learned to move through your own vulnerabilities and how they can be strength and be your strengths to move you forward and to give you that momentum. So you've learned a lot, my doers, about your vulnerabilities during this time. Congratulations, that's huge. And now I'm going to talk and give a message for our builders. Those are people who tend to move through life through structure, stability, and foundation. So, all right, my builders, you're about to cross that finish line. You've built something really, really strong. I'd like for you to reflect on that, because it is something that will last and other people will get to enjoy, because I got the card of home and family. So you've really, really created something that other people will benefit from in the future. You have headed in the right direction. Your consistency did matter. This is naturally going to lead you to the next structure or project that you would like to build. So you're bringing something to a close that you may have been working on for the past 2 or 3 years. And it feels really good. It feels like you're tying it up with a bow, and now you're going to be able to go to the next level. And it shows that you just need to, right now, not worry about that. Know that it's coming and stay focused on crossing that finish line. One foot in front of the other. Hear the rhythm of your feet hitting the ground and keep moving forward right now. Don't get distracted by other possibilities or scattered. That means that you're spreading yourself too thin. Instead, allow yourself to just keep going, keep moving forward, and cross this one finish line. Above all, it feels like all 4 of the pathways this week are learning a lot about bringing something to a close in their lives. Very, very important for all of you. You're each just experiencing it in a different way. I'd love to hear what part of this reading resonated with you. And if you enjoy these weekly reflections, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss them, because I do share them every week. And if you'd like to discover how you naturally move through life, or what your dominant path is, whether it's a thinker, a feeler, a doer, or a builder, you can check out the link in the description and take the quiz. You can download the PDF. It has lots of great information in it. I'm putting all of this week's reading into a playlist so you can watch them in order if you'd like to follow through on the week, because tomorrow we're going to be talking just to the thinkers. And then Wednesday, the feelers, Thursday, the doers, and Friday, the builders. I'll see you in the next reading. Mwah.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.